This morning may be off to a chilly start, but earlier this week we saw some pretty mild temperatures for early January. And with those temperatures came some unwelcomed pests.
Yeah, if you spent any time outdoors, you may have spotted a tick or two, maybe on yourself or your pets. News Center Maine's Carly Dion joins us live now to explain what's going on out there. Hi, Carly.
Hey, good morning, Sharon and Hannah. Earlier this week, as I was scrolling through Twitter and Facebook, I noticed quite a few Mainers talking about finding ticks on themselves or their dogs. I spoke with UMaine Extension's Tick Lab coordinator, Griffin Dill, who tells me it's not unusual for tick activity like this to occur in milder winter temperatures. Dill says we usually see peak activity for deer ticks in the fall, but he says that activity can continue into the winter months if temperatures are above freezing. The lab collects tick samples from Mainers all year long, and he says they've received about a half dozen samples just this week. Dill tells me ticks spend the winters at ground level, just below the soil, waiting out those cold temperatures, but they can sense when the temperatures get warmer, and that's when they start to emerge. Dill says if we continue to see this trend of more mild winters in Maine, this could have greater impacts on our tick population.
It's really giving those adults an extra chance to find their third and final host. They're looking for that third meal so that they can produce eggs, they can reproduce and lay those eggs in the spring. So if they're having an extra opportunity to do that, they're having an extended opportunity, that means more of those ticks will be able to feed, and we may see increasing tick populations as a result.
The lab conducts a number of studies every year taking a closer look at ticks and tick-borne diseases in Maine. But Dill says it's difficult to try and manage or control the tick population as a state, and that it's really something that falls on each of us individually.
There's not really a comprehensive plan we can take to try and reduce the tick population across the entire state because, one, it's so forested and a lot of it is private land, so the state just has no jurisdiction over much of that property. So it kind of falls on the individual homeowner to try to reduce tick populations in any way they can on their own property.
Dill adds it's a good idea to get in the habit of doing regular tick checks on yourself, your kids, and pets after spending any time outside, even if you're just running out to the compost or checking the mail, especially during these warmer temperatures in the winter months. Carly Dion, News Center, Maine.